All right, here we are, Friday afternoon. It has been a hectic week. It has been, 39, 40 degrees, 95% humidity. So cooking, but we're getting there. This has been probably the trickiest job I've ever had to do logistics-wise. It's just, let me explain this is the driveway access down here, and so it's very steep and got the turn around the corner there. The only way we could make this happen was in my truck. So this was worst case scenario. When I quoted it, I was like, oh, listen, we might be able to get a small truck down. We definitely won't get a body truck. He said no, and then we said, oh, the yard might be able to bring it in smaller loads, but no, so we've had to have someone running constantly, well, me, running constantly in my truck to get all this material down. So, and then we've had the builders here doing all the cladding, so we've had to work in tight with them. They cladded all this wall today. Had tradies coming in and out. We've just had to work with them to make it happen, but it's really coming along. So we've had the big 8-tonner excavator here for the first 2 weeks to access all the far stuff, to get all the bigger stuff in down the bottom. And we only dug, like that much of the pond. And then had to work our way out. We started with the wetland right up the back, and then worked our way out doing the deep stuff, and then once we got towards all this edge stuff here, because our excavator came right out to here, then we got this smaller one in, the 3.5, and we dug, worked our way out here doing the planting pocket there, and then coming back here as well. So it's coming along really, really cool. James has just popped in for a visit in the woods. So we got these basalt steppers going down here, which is going to be really cool. We'll tie in the basalt rock with the formal aspect of the sandstone wall. So we got it going with a curved sandstone wall here this time, with the layback for the bench seat on the top level. So that above that level we'll have about 300 ml of water. So a nice little area to sit right in the deep zone. And there will be a deck and a gazebo hanging all the way over this section here, right next to the intake bay. So the intake bay will come in, have a little skimmer underneath the deck, and then the stairs coming up here, going straight to the wall here. So this is a bit of a S-bend we got in these natural basalt cut steppers. Got some cool shapes happening up here. Once we could get out, we could start to make some shape. Before that, just looked like a big kidney. And we got this planting pocket here. So this is a deep zone for lilies. And then we'll have a planting zone up the top here as well. We bought in a cool ironbark stump that I sourced from the property a while ago. So this is the wetland, making it look like a bit of a stream rather than just a big square wetland. And then down here, hi Lee. We got, this will be the waterfall. We're just going with a classic sheet here, but we've also got a really cool little cave that just kind of developed in here. We found happened as we built it. So I thought this will be a cool little spot in here. I guess the rest, we've got some really cool, the stonework. I just want to show you guys before we go filling it up, but a lot of this stonework all gets covered up. But as much as we kind of want to go keep it natural and stuff, we also trying to think about holes for fishes. Little fish caves in here, but making it structural. So even here we've got looks like a little opening here, but go right in, and there's a pipe cut in there, a Stormflex pipe that's cut into a section. So we've got some big hollows in there for fish, and it's still structural because that pipe is strong enough to drive over, So we've got some natural ones, and then we got some, so we've got another one in here, so we've got natural ones that we created with overhangs of rock by putting big lintels over the top. And then again, this one's get to the end with my arm there. It's a big cave in there for fish. So we're giving them every opportunity to get away from the wildlife, because otherwise they do get plucked off a fair bit. So that's a big natural one in there. The overhang of the rock, we've used that to support it all for the gravel right back there, and then just supporting it on at least 3 points of contact from larger rocks underneath. And then we've got another little one into here. So that's we backfilled the holes from the back, which creates the void then. And then this is this is the main bedroom down here. So yeah, we've got a lot of hidey holes for the fish, which just gives them more of a chance of surviving with the native birds we have around here. So we're, you know, bringing some formal aspects into this natural pond, which is going to be really cool. And looking forward to getting to the end of it, because like we said, it's been very tricky. On top of that, we've had camera crews here filming for Grand Designs. So they like a story and a bit of a challenge, which this one certainly has been. And the initial conversation with the client was, I don't know if we can do it. It was just, as it was always going to be a tricky one. They wanted it as big as they could. This is about 7x4. So it's as much as we could fit in here and still have access to build the thing. So still got a little bit to go. The biggest thing as well has been stock taking or stockpiling all of our materials. So this is a concrete slab here poured and finished for their carport, which will be coming out here in the garage. So we've had to work on top of this, trying to protect it as well. And again, this is why we didn't dig all of that. We had as much space here as we could to bring material in and build it, and then working our way out with smaller machines, smaller amounts of material, and trying to finish it in the last bit of space we got left. So yeah, really happy with how it's coming out. Lee and Rohan have been helping me on this one, and they've done an amazing job. We have had to definitely needed all three people for this. It was especially with one person just constantly running in the truck. So it's come up really good. Can't wait to show you guys finished photos and get some water in it.